Hey guys, it is NCS Fan 001 here for another one of those weekly trophy list updates. Today's date is Monday, March 20th, 2023. So this will have covered the week of the 13th through the 19th of March of 2023. This was not a productive week really at all. In all honesty, I just honestly didn't have a lot of time to play video games this week. It was unfortunately a very, very busy week for me. Work was quite stressful throughout the week, and then I was busy for pretty much the whole weekend. So, yeah, it was a very busy week overall. So, I didn't have a whole lot of time to play video games, unfortunately. I did get some time to catch up with one of my best friends from high school on Sunday. Me and him played zombies for a few hours in Black Ops 3, so that was a whole lot of fun. It was good to talk to him and all. He's the one that I'm going to the wedding for in April, so very excited for that. So before I talk about the one game that I made progress in, I'd like to jump right back down here. Well, I can talk about GTA 5 again real quick. I didn't even touch this game this week. Like I said, I just really didn't have any time to play a lot of games this week. But otherwise, the Cosmic Shake here, apparently this game has gotten just a little bit harder with updates. Like, apparently this costume trophy, apparently the cost to purchase all the costumes has increased from 500 jellies for each to, like, much higher numbers of jellies for some of the higher tiers. So that's really, really weird. So that means that the game is probably going to take a little bit longer now than it first did, probably closer to about 15 hours, unless there's a super efficient way to grind the jellies. But yeah, apparently the cost of the items has actually gone up, which is really, really weird, but apparently it's a thing that happened. So I don't know why they did that. But yeah, apparently that's a thing that happened. And I also don't know why I scrolled downward there. It's also kind of late and I'm tired. This is probably not going to be a particularly long video. The only game that I actually earned trophies in this week was PowerWash Simulator. Because, in all honesty, when you have a lot of long days at work in a row, about the only thing you want to do is go back to your house, eat some food, and play something that is calming, relaxing, and satisfying, like Power Wash. But anyway, so I don't remember exactly which trophies I earned this past week, but we can just go ahead and look at all of them, because like I said, this is going to be a pretty short video regardless. So, owning all the cleaning liquids, of course, that one's easy enough. Just purchase all 6 of them, have them all at once. Own all the different washers and their attachments. I do have the Prime Vista Pro, but I think I have maybe 2 more attachments to purchase for it because, of course, it's the most expensive and has the most expensive attachments. Saving this one for later once I've purchased everything I need to beat the game. So let's see, so yeah, I actually did get the van trophy first time around this time playing through again. It's an easy enough trophy, it just takes a little while to clean everything. Backyard's easy, and the playground's easy, the bungalow is easy. I mean, all these trophies are all pretty self-explanatory or very simple enough. This trophy I did go ahead and knock out, though, because, again, I'm shocked that I missed this one at first. I guess I was just so focused on cleaning the whole skate park or cleaning every object pretty much to like 95%, so the skate park would be at 95% without finishing any objectives. So I guess I just kind of held off on that, but I literally just earned this like 10 minutes before I'm recording this video. Super, super easy trophy, though. I don't want to save that one for last, though. I'm actually going to save the special job for last, because that'll allow me to talk about the game for a little bit longer while obtaining the final trophy. Then let's see, had the fire truck done, the penny farthing done. Okay, so here's some new trophies. The lanterns on the treehouse. This one, of course, is pretty easy. If you just mark the 12 lanterns from your pause menu, you're going to be perfectly fine. I want to say there's 8 of them on the main house, like the main treehouse. There's 2 at the base of the main staircase. There's one at the base of the spiral staircase, and there's one on a tree on like a lower sort of mid-tier ledge. It's pretty easy because you can just mark them all from your list. Makes it simple enough. The carousel without turning it off, again, is one of the slightly more annoying trophies in the game, just because, I mean, the carousel doesn't move super fast, but it does make it a little bit harder to get precise shots in on, like, the horses and the poles and stuff. So it does make it take a little bit longer, but it's certainly not that difficult of a trophy. It shouldn't give you too many problems. Then the temple, this one is of course very, very easy because even if you knock the gnome off, it doesn't matter because you can clean pretty much everything on the temple. And then when you get down to only having 1 or 2 things left, just pause the game, save, quit out, and then join back in. So I guess close out of the game entirely and then join back into it, and the gnome will be back atop the temple, which is awesome. Very easy way to do this trophy because it would be very difficult without that. This trophy is the only one in the game that is known to be very buggy at this point in time. I don't know if it's been fixed yet or not, but this trophy is known to be very buggy because it's well known that people will complete this objective as it is written, and it will not unlock the trophy. So when it refers to the toilets, it is referring specifically to a thing marked toilet in your menu. It's not referring to necessarily the other parts of the toilet or the cistern or the cistern pipe. Presumably. Now, there's a few different ways that people have found to unlock this trophy if it doesn't work for them. One of them is to save the actual toilets as well as the toilet lids and toilet seats. Save those 12 items for last. And if you do that and then go from left to right cleaning just the toilet lids, then left to right again cleaning just the toilet seats, and then finally just cleaning the actual toilets, that has a good chance of working. Another suggestion is to pause, save, close out of the game, and then join back in before you clean the 4 toilets themselves. That's another method that's supposed to work. So just do keep in mind that there are a few potential methods to unlock this, but it may still take multiple tries. Luckily, I was able to get through both the PS4 and PS5 version without this one glitching out, so I definitely was on the luckier side. Helter Skelter, this one's a little bit tougher just because there's 16 channel lights and they're kind of tough to hit because they're often concealed by the pieces of the slide. The other ones, though, are the sign and like the top bar thing that has some lights on it. It's not, overly hard by any means, but this one is a little bit more tedious. The private jet, laser, and anti-gravity parts, there are 4 total anti-gravity parts. There's 2 panels and 2, engines or something for it, as well as the laser, so it's just 5 parts to clean first. The monster truck tires are pretty simple. There are 4 tires. You just have to, clean the tires first. Once again, it's pretty self-explanatory. The Ferris wheel, that's my next job. I have 9 jobs left in the game, so Ferris wheel is next, then subway platform, ancient statue, ancient monument, fishing boat, and the final job. So that's 6 out of the 9 remaining ones. There's a couple others that don't have trophies to them. No, wait, I actually did get this one last week. Never mind. So this is the coconut one when you do the carousel job. And let me just make sure I'm correct on that. There it is. Yep, complete career mode. That's the very long final job. And then earning stars. I'm at 145 right now, so I'll earn 150 after my next job. Had that one done already. The drill. This is another one where you just have to complete a certain part of the drill first. And then with the gold medals, I've completed now 4 gold medals, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've completed 4 gold medals. I know I completed both for the van. I know I completed the water challenge for the motorcycle and sidecar, and I think I've completed one other one. I just haven't done a 5th one yet. I just haven't had time to do it. And then, of course, there is completing a special job, which is what I'm saving for last. So, yeah, like I said, this is not going to be a particularly long video because I really didn't have a lot of time to play anything this week. Work was, again, kind of stressful and busy, and then just had other things to do. So, yeah, that's it. It is what it is. It's sometimes just life does that to you. Nothing, bad by any means, just stressful, I guess would be more of the right word, because there's a lot of, place where I work being bought out by a larger company, so there's lots of concerns with that. If you've ever been through that kind of situation, you probably know how I'm feeling with it. I will say it was nice because I was able to upload the SpongeBob SquarePants Cosmic Shake video this past week. I believe it was this past week when I uploaded that one, so that was my first attempt at the modern sort of new trophy format, and I'm currently editing the one for Terminator Resistance. And then after that, the next one that I'll do, it won't be PowerWash because I haven't been recording it, and in all honesty, I don't think it would be all that entertaining because every trophy is pretty much the same. But I will talk about the next one here in just a moment when we talk about games coming up this week. So, level 819, 34%, 25,408 total trophies, 698 platinums, 4,538 golds, 6,698 silvers, 13,474 bronzes. So, plans for the upcoming week. So obviously this video will go out on Monday, and then, another trophy video at some point. But the big thing happening this week is, of course, Resident Evil 4 Remake. I've already got the day off of work after that, or the morning off at least, so I can sleep in, because I am going to be streaming this game, Resident Evil 4 Remake. I'm going to be streaming it from the moment that it releases at midnight, something I've never done before, or I kind of slightly did it for Fallout 4 when it came out, but it was in video format. That was before I live streamed. So I am so freaking excited. The game looks amazing. It is getting extremely good reviews. Like, it's getting a ton of 9s and 10s out of 10s. Now, the one thing is that I've only seen one leak of the trophy list so far. And I haven't seen the official one pop up on PSN profiles or anywhere, but from what I've seen of the original leaked list of the game, it doesn't look like it's going to be too terribly difficult, because I think you have to beat the game on professional mode, which is, obviously to be expected. That would be very shocking if that wasn't in the game. But there are some kind of S-rank trophies with it, so I guess that they're actually going to expand on the whole idea of whatever it was, enemies killed, accuracy, and time, or whatever the rankings were at the end of each chapter. So I guess they're actually going to make a difference this time. I think there's a speedrun trophy. I want to say I saw that it was 8 hours for the speedrun, which it depends on how much they added to the game as to how difficult that could be. But the one nice thing is, knocking on wood here on my wooden table, I did not see any trophies related to Separate Ways, Assignment Ada, that's what it's called, and especially the Mercenaries. I didn't see any trophies related to any of those modes, but I could just be blind and miss them, or that list might not be official. But it would be very nice if there were no Mercenaries-related trophies, because that's the only thing in the original Resident Evil 4 that I've never really been able to do. That's been one thing that I never really got around to actually finishing. I've beaten both versions of the game on professional a couple of times, but never done the Mercenary stuff. I might have beaten Assignment Ada once on the PS3. I've beaten Separate Ways, of course, because that's just an extra campaign. But that comes out at midnight on Friday the 24th, so I will be streaming that from the moment it releases. Very excited for that, and then probably streaming it again on Friday night. So, other than that, though, my plans for this week are to continue working on PowerWash Simulator, and probably going to try to get started on the Division 2, provided that I have, time to be able to play and everything. Otherwise, though, those are really the only games until Friday, when I'll be starting Resident Evil 4 Remake. I will be live streaming the entirety of my first playthrough of the game, at least, and as long as it seems to be doing well, I will definitely live stream the entirety of my Platinum Trophy hunt for that game. And then I'll be able to make a edited down video of that game. I'm sure that literally every other person that does that kind of video will be doing one. GTA 5, I guess, is getting pushed more to the back burner for now, for obvious reasons. April currently is Horizon Forbidden West DLC. That doesn't come out till the second half of the month, though. And then, if I have time for it, The Outer Worlds. And then in May and beyond, Shadow of the Colossus, COD Classic, and all the other old games. So, yeah, that is basically going to be it for this video, guys. Please like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell if you haven't already. As stated before, schedule should be a lot more back to normal this week, with the notable exception of doing my first ever midnight live stream of a game. That first live stream will probably only be 2 hours long, just because I can't really stay up as late anymore. My body won't let me. But yeah, I am super, super excited for that game to come out. It's going to be so much fun. And I'm sure the Platinum Trophy is going to be a lot of fun as well. Should hopefully be able to get some good viewership out of that. So yeah, that's going to be it. I will see you guys later this week for the start of Resident Evil 4 Remake.